Hi, good day everyone. Thank you so much for participating the meeting on time. So Monisa, is everybody here? And has everyone read the minutes of the last meeting?
All the committee members are present, but unfortunately, Angeline is unable to join us today due to some urgent matters. She has asked us to compose an meeting output later. And we do have a special guest joining us today.
Yes, let's welcome our special guest, Mr. Shazwan, the representative from the Yayasan Kelantan Social Welfare Department, who is willing to attend this meeting with us.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Shazwan, the representative from Kelantan Social Welfare Department. I apologize in advance because I cannot attend the meeting until the end because I have urgent matters to handle.
Now, we shall get down to the business. Monisa, would you like to rephrase what we discussed on our last meeting?
Sure. We have decided to conduct the 2016 Astro Kasih community program in Kuala Kerai, Kelantan due to the current poverty and poor conditions at after flood, as mentioned by former de facto Law Minister Dato Syed Ibrahim. Alternatively, we could proceed according to the agenda.
Let us hear from Mr. Shazwan first, since he is the special guest and he can't stay long with us. Mr. Shazwan, would you mind?
Yes, of course. As I have been told, your team requests sponsorship from our side to organize a community program called Astro Kasih, and its objectives are to help the flood victims in Kelantan. From what we have discussed so far, we agreed to sponsor an amount of 250,000 Malaysian ringgit, for the execution of the program. We will also help in providing manpower for the whole duration of the program, and later I will attach a check for future reference. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shazwan. For your info, we will be putting the logo of Yayasan Kelantan on our banners as a token of appreciation for your help.
I see. Thank you as well. I'm looking forward to work together with all of you, and will you excuse me? I will have to go now.
It's alright, Mr. Shazwan. Thank you for lending us your time to be here.
Alright.
Thank you.
See you
Thank you.
soon.
See you soon. Thank you. So now, can we move on to the first agenda, which will be explained by our finance manager, Hishra. So Hishra, can you explain about the allocation of the budget?
Sure. For starters, I have prepared the allocation for each department as well as other expenses. Human Resource Department will be allocated 100k, Public Relations 50k, and Social Welfare 300k. For your reference, I will put up the link on Google Docs and you guys can refer to the budget.
Sorry for the interruption, Hijra. Would you mind to brief the project duration based on the budget allocated?
We will work on the project for 6 months duration.
Sorry Hijra, for 6 months. Is it possible to finish our project within that time? I beg to differ. I think we need more time.
To answer your concern, the project will be executed on time if all goes well. We had a team to estimate duration and budget, and the stats showed that the possibility for the project to extend more than 6 months is low, so there should be no problem.
So alright then, let's hope all will go well.
May I add, for funding, our group company, Astro Holdings Berhad, has agreed to fund 100k to fund for our project, Astro Kasih project. We will also do some fundraising events and collect donations from the public to raise more funds. As for sponsorships aside from Yayasan Kelantan, Social Welfare Department, we expect to collect about 200k.
Can I just come in here? For financial issue, we have allocated 74k ringgit Malaysia for repairing and renovating all the houses that were affected by the flood to improve their residences. Plus, we are also budgeting the money to improve the most condition for communities.
The allocation for Social Welfare Department is 300k. May I highlight, the allocation is up to the department's users. so long as it is within the scope of the department. If there is any residual amount left, well, all the better then, because the allocation can be used for other department and we can reach out to more families. For now, I will put your allocation as 300K as it is the expected expenses for social welfare department. If there is any concern, do approach me outside this meeting.
So let's put this one to the vote. I can agree anymore.
I second that proposal.
Is there any objection for Hishra's proposal? If there isn't any, I think we'll go ahead with it.
I concur with Bernie, and and the budget proposal therefore is carried. Shall we move on to the next session? Vivian Amira, what's your prospect from your departments?
For Social Welfare Department, we have collaborated together with People's Welfare and Wellbeing Committee, whose chairman is Mr. Mabtas Muhammad Nawi, to repair and revamp the folks' houses because the living condition of these people are truly dire. So our concerns are focused on improving their facilities and infrastructure to alleviate their burdens.
Can the Social Welfare Department explain more on this project? Since our department especially need to liaise with each other.
Sure, Alfred. For our projects, People's Welfare and Wellbeing Committee will be helping us in coordinating the flood management. So there will be manpower brought in by their side and on our side. So that's where our department need Human Resource Department to provide the manpower to execute the project. Is there anything else you would like to know more?
For the time being, I think that's all. We should discuss about this outside the meeting. Thank you, Vivi.
I have a suggestion for Social Welfare Department. Since you mentioned that your budget is 74K, I suggest that the allocation of 300K be utilized for medical assistance for the affected. Since the flood is bringing along waterborne diseases, the people can use some help in terms of medical assistance, since the hospitals and clinics in Kelantan are still recovering from the flood.
Yes, that's a good idea. We will surely take it into our execution plan. I share your view because our attention also was focused upon the needs to provide a mandatory welfare assistance by giving 750 ringgit allowance to each family monthly. Moreover, we are in the consideration to build a clinic to improve their health condition so that they can save money without burdening them to go to a hospital.
I get your point, Vivi. So to clarify that, I will attach an image as a reference regarding receipt that our department already paid, not including the allowance.
We seem to have run out of time, so can we now vote for the motion that Social Welfare Department will be collaborating with People's Welfare and Wellbeing Committee, and the suggestion of medical assistance be put into the execution plans?
So, can we have a show of hands? Please raise your hand if you are agree with the motion. Good. It seems that it is unanimous. The motion is carried. So, shall we move on with Alfred? Alfred, can you please summarize your proposal and explain it for us into the next meeting, because we seem to have run out of time.
Time flies so fast. For the manpower, we will need some volunteers to help us to fix the house. And as for the training and skills, the training that will be given will focusing on entrepreneurship. And for these goals, we will collaborate with training Malaysia agencies, where they will be in charge for giving the training.
Great. I have no objection to that, Alfred. Volunteers also needed in delivering food, water, cleaning supplies, and hygiene kits to the families in need.
Yes, I couldn't agree more, Alfred. We need volunteers to complete the task. Therefore, I thought that we still can get help from the residences.
I suppose that we have reached a decision that Alfred's proposal is passed and will be discussed more in the next meeting. Well, Alfred, I think you may start printing the finalized name card design that we discussed in the previous meeting.
Okay, sure.
So let's wrap up then, shall we? Seems the time flies. All of you can put your links in this Google Docs and also the details regarding this project afterwards.
Don't worry, I'll compose a summary of today's meeting on the meet. Shall we, Ajay?
Yes, sure.
Is there any seconder?
Yes, I second that.
I second that too.
So it's a wrap then. The meeting is adjourned.
And don't forget that our next meeting will be on Tuesday, 1st November. It's an online Google Doc meeting. Good day, everyone.
Good day.